Southwest Florida's news leader. This is Wink News at 11.
And we are under 1 hour from 2018. You're looking at a live picture from Times Square in New York City. It's quite chilly there as 2 million people bundle up to ring in 2018 with the drop of the Waterford Crystal Ball. Now back here at home, Wink News has complete team coverage of our ball drop, but with better temperatures. The Nightbeat's Kelsey Kushner is live with what will be missing at midnight in downtown. But first, we begin with our weather on this New Year's Eve with meteorologist Brooke Silverrain. Brooke.
All right, well, in New York City, temperatures actually feel like -5, but for us, we are sitting at 61 degrees here in Fort Myers. You're looking at Tampa, 64, Tallahassee, Florida, 44 degrees, but you can kind of make out where that front lies there, and we're looking at 35, Mobile, Alabama, 36 in New Orleans, and it just gets colder the more north we go there. Nashville, 15 degrees, and pretty much a lot of the nation are feeling like the negatives now when you factor in cold temperatures along with the wind. But look at that. We do have some rain, and that is mainly towards the north of us right now, but can't rule out seeing a few isolated showers coming in for that new year. Starting in on your Monday, we could see a few isolated showers in the morning for Charlotte County, and then by the afternoon, a few showers coming into Lee County or inland communities. So we are going to be watching out for that for tomorrow. Again, this is much needed rainfall for the new year. But temperatures now sitting in the lower 60s for some. We have 16 Cape Coral, 61 Fort Myers, Naples, 61, and 50s in Immokalee. So for the new year, we are going to see temperatures in the 50s when we wake up Monday morning.
Well, thanks, Brooke. And like you said, a different picture up north. Live images of revelers in New York City who are dealing with frigid weather to ring in 2018. There's also more security this year in Times Square for the big ball drop than ever before. The Nightbeat's Wendy Gillette is in Times Square.
Baby, it's cold outside, bone-chillingly cold. These friends from Atlanta are rubbing each other's feet to stay warm after arriving at 6 this morning.
How cold are you?
I stopped feeling my toes about 30 minutes ago. I don't know if they're there or not anymore.
This year is predicted to rank in the top 3 of coldest New Year's Eves in Times Square on record, with temperatures in the low teens and the wind chill making it feel like it's below 0. That's the coldest it's been since the 1960s. For the hundreds of thousands in Midtown Manhattan hunkering down for hours to watch the ball drop at midnight, bundling up is a necessity.
I believe maybe 7 shirts and like 5 different pants, 2 pairs of socks. Everything's doubled.
The crowd underwent intensive, multiple layers of security screenings to enter Times Square, which is divided into fenced-in pens. The NYPD has taken unprecedented steps this year to prevent an attack, including more snipers monitoring elevated vantage points and additional police officers and canine units.
With all the cops I see around here, and since they keep coming up and down here every few minutes with dogs and everything, I feel pretty secure.
Also new this year, all 125 parking garages in the vicinity of Times Square were shut down and sealed to protect against possible car bombings. If anyone leaves their spot in Times Square to warm up, they're not allowed to return. For their dedication, they'll be rewarded with a once-in-a-lifetime experience to usher in a new year.
And while people at the Big Apple are getting ready for a massive event to welcome in the new year, the people of Fort Myers, they're not. There's no fireworks to welcome the new year in Fort Myers. The Nightbeat's Kelsey Kushner is live downtown with the reason why. Kelsey.
That's right. Well, this fence here is the reason why there aren't going to be any fireworks tonight. Now, it stretches across this entire area where they say they're going to be building a hotel. Now, when we spoke with officials today, they said the reason when it came to making that decision whether or not they wanted to pay for those fireworks is they weren't sure what this construction site was going to look like. They didn't know if there were going to be cranes or anything that was blocking people's vision from seeing those fireworks, so they decided not to. And we spoke with people tonight who said without those fireworks, it's just not going to be the same. Downtown Fort Myers is kicking off 2018 with music, food, and hundreds of balloons. But there is one thing missing.
But it's New Year's. You need fireworks for New Year's.
Fireworks.
You know, every year it seemed to got better and better, the fireworks. Now there's none. Now they got a ball and a bit of balloons.
Chuck Matcham says he's watched fireworks from his boat for the past few years and says this year it won't be the same.
I've been here for, 9 years? And, you know, it's disappointing. So we're going to think twice about coming back.
The Downtown River District tells Wink News it's because of construction. They weren't able to get cleared for fireworks. Right now, plans are in place for a hotel to be built off Bay Road and with a massive fence circling the perimeter. Officials say they weren't sure people would be able to see the fireworks.
It's a bit of a disappointment because they do put on a good show. We usually go out and boat and watch it from the boat.
Officials say the decision to pay for fireworks had to be made 6 months ago. And some people we spoke to tonight are finding out only hours before the ball drops.
I really do like fireworks. I was really excited. I came all the way from Canada, and I just found out that there's no fireworks, but I'm still going to enjoy the show.
Now, we did ask officials if they plan on bringing those fireworks next year. They said they still expect there to be construction, but they are hopeful for 2020. Live on the Nightbeat, Kelsey Kushner, Wink News now.
Well, thank you, Kelsey. And if you're thinking about lighting up some fireworks this new year, the Cape Coral Fire Department, they have a warning for you. The department held a demonstration to show how things can quickly go wrong with fireworks in the Cape. Certain kinds of fireworks are banned, like bottle rockets. If they are explode or leave the ground, they're illegal. Battalion Chief Mike Bush says lighting up on the big night is no game.
The grass is getting drier. You can look around. Vacant lots are beginning to turn brown. On average, every year we'll have around 8 fatalities in that. So it is kind of a big deal.
And Bush says some of the seemingly safer firecrackers can be dangerous too, such as sparklers. They can burn up to temperatures as high as 2,000 degrees. And the Marco Island Police Department says no fireworks are allowed this year. Signs are being placed throughout the island to let people know that fireworks will not be permitted. Collier County as a whole has also placed a ban on fireworks this year. Sparklers, however, they're permitted. And breaking right now, North Korea's leader is coming into the new year with a warning. Leader Kim Jong-un says the U.S. should be aware that the country's nuclear forces are now reality and not a threat. Kim was speaking at his annual New Year's Day address. He said the nuclear button is on his desk. The Trump administration spent the year trying to stop North Korea's missile program. And we now know the name of the toddler who drowned in a community pool in Immokalee. The Collier County Sheriff's Office says 2-year-old Elizabeth Sebastian drowned at the complex where her family lived. Authorities tried to save her, but they were too late. This happened last night. And a plane crash leaves 12 people dead in Costa Rica. Only 2 of them were native Costa Ricans. The other 10 were U.S. passengers. The Nature airline plane crashed in the jungle. Authorities have not released any names of the victims and no word yet on the cause of this crash. And take a look at this crash. A viewer sent us this. It happened this afternoon on I-75 in Punta Gorda at mile marker 167. All we know is that at least 1 person was hurt. It also looks like an RV was involved. Count on Week News to let you know when we find out more. Drive sober or get pulled over. That was the mission the Cape Coral Police Department had in mind last night, and it's one they want you to keep in mind on this New Year's Eve. Only the Nightbeat's Chris Grisby rode along with KPD last night.
Tonight is all about the enforcement wave portion of it.
While many of you were asleep, the Cape Coral Police Department's Wolfpack unit was out in full force, keeping our streets safe. Around this time of year, a spike in DUIs are common, but for CCPD,
you gotta be careful. Yeah. Okay.
Reducing the number of incidents on the road is a huge priority.
It changed my life forever. I died at the scene.
Steve Fleming was hit by a drunk driver a few years ago, and sharing his story during the department's briefing gave these officers a reason to remember why their job is so crucial. Throughout the night, I witnessed more than 15 traffic stops.
Ma'am, I don't have anything in the car.
Ranging from minor traffic infractions to DUI and narcotics arrest. This driver was placed under arrest for driving under the influence, and this driver, pulled over for a busted tag light, got to spend the night in jail.
While he was out of the car, a couple pills fell out of his pocket. One of those pills was controlled substance, which was illegal to possess. So he was placed under arrest for possession of controlled substance without prescription.
Lastly,
there was a bunch of residue throughout the whole car
that's a positive marijuana, right?
Yep.
The usage and possession of marijuana overshadowed about 1/4 of the stops we encountered. However, most of the drivers were let go with a citation to appear in court.
That was Chris Grisby reporting. Since Friday, 2 drunk drivers were taken off the roadways. 81 drivers were cited for minor violations. 7 other arrests were made for narcotics or other offenses. And luckily for many people, more than 100 drivers were given warnings. And AAA is offering a safe way for you to make sure you get home this New Year's Eve. Their tow-to-go service runs through Tuesday morning. And if you've been drinking and don't feel like you can make it home safely, AAA will tow your car and give you a ride. You don't even have to be a member. You just have to be within 10 miles of your home. Just call 1-855-2-TOW-TO-GO. And let's go to a live picture of the New Year's Eve celebration in downtown Fort Myers. We still have time if you want to go downtown. We're under 40 minutes until the ball drops right there, but you want to make sure you grab a jacket if you don't like 60-degree weather, right?
Yes, we're in the 60s now, expected to be in the 50s over the next couple of hours, but you know, at least it's not below freezing.
Yeah,
at least it's not snowing. Southwest Florida, we're perfect. I'm so happy with these conditions.
Me
I
too.
hope you are. Exactly.
Yes.
Great, perfect. Hope you at home are enjoying these conditions.
And we are under 30 minutes now to 2018, and we have some grapes to celebrate. You want to explain the grapes to everyone out there?
Yes, well, my mom is Cuban, and ever since I was very little, we do a grape for each month. So we have 12, so I made you guys little grape baggies. Yeah.
This is all for good luck. Well, thank you for watching, and make sure you stay safe out there, Southwest Florida.